Hello, my mathematicians. Today we are looking at a Module 7, Lesson 1. It's all about using benchmarks and number sense to estimate. Hopefully by the end of this lesson, you'll be able to use benchmarks to estimate a sum or difference of fractions with unlike denominators. So our first problem says, Miss Fong mixes water, glue, and laundry detergent together to make slime. The amount of each ingredient is a fraction of a liter. Use a visual model to estimate the total number of liters of ingredients she mixes together. So I'm going to come over here. We're going to compare to 1, and we're going to compare to 1/2. So we're going to get out 3/8. 1, 2, 3. We're going to get out 2/5. And we're going to get out 1/10. Hold on just a second. Okay, so now we have that picture there. We can look. Is the 1 or 3/8 closer to 0, 1/2, or 1? Well, I'd say it's closest to 1/2. Is 1 or 2/5 closest to 0, 1/2, or 1? And I'd say a half. 1/10, I would say is 0. So we'd have 1/2 plus 1/2 plus 0 equals 1 as your estimate. So about 1 liter. Then we're going to go to the next page. Okay, so it says Miss Fong has some bottles of copper powder for science experiments. She uses 7/8 bottle, 2/3 bottle, and 5/12 bottle. About how many bottles of copper powder does she use? Write an expression. What expression represents the situation? Well, it would be 7/8 plus 2/3 plus 5/12. Then it says, how can you use the 3 number lines in benchmarks 0, 1/2, and 1 to help you estimate your answer? Well, I can locate each fraction on the number line and determine the closest benchmark. So if 7/8 is here, the closest benchmark would be 1. 2/3 is here, so the closest would be 1/2. If 5/12 is here, the closest benchmark would be 1/2. So our expression would be 1 plus 1/2 plus 1/2, which equals 2. Then we can go to the next page. So it says each group in a science class has a 2-liter container of distilled water. Group A uses 1 9/10 liter. Group B uses 1 3/8 liter. About how much more distilled water does Group A use than Group B? So represent the situation with an expression. So how much more tells me it is a subtraction problem. So we're going to do 1 9/10 minus 1 3/8. This is determine an estimate without finding an exact answer. So between which two whole numbers does 1 9/10 lie? Well, it would be between 1 and 2. So is the fractional part of the mixed number closest 0, 1/2, or 1? Well, 9/10 is going to be closer to 1. To 1. Because 9/10 is 1/10 less than 10/10. So what whole number can you use to estimate 1 9/10? Will it be 1 plus the other one, so 2. And it says use benchmark values to estimate 1 3/8. Well, it's going to be between the 1 and the 2, and 3/8 is 1/8 away from 4/8, which is half of 8/8. So we would have 1 1/2. So now write an equation to estimate the difference. So we'd have 2 minus 1 1/2. And if I take away 1 1/2, then I would get 1/2. So about how much more distilled water does Group A use than Group B? About 1/2 liter more. So that is it for today's lesson. I hope that you were able to use benchmarks to estimate a sum or difference of fractions with unlike denominators. And remember, in order to be a math person, all you have to be is a person and do math.